Hey you guys, so about a year ago I made a video on the vocal plugin chain that I use in my sessions, the way I get the sound that I really like. And one plugin in the chain that really has a lot to do with the sound that I get is a plugin called Dual Filter, which is native to Cubase. It's a stock plugin that has been with Cubase for many years. So for many of the people that have seen my video, like the sound, but weren't using Cubase, it was frustrating because they didn't know how to get beyond that plugin. But one of the things I mentioned at the time was that there is a Waves plugin called Vitamin. And I played around with it one day and I'd gotten some really great results with it that really paralleled what I was getting from the Dual Filter. So I want to talk about Vitamin today. I've gone back to the session that I was using in the previous video and I pulled up the vocal chain and I started doing a side-by-side comparison between the Dual Filter and tweaking Vitamin to try to find that sound. So I want to show you what I did. I want to show you why I think Vitamin does a really amazing job of getting what I get out of Dual Filter and how you can use that instead of the Dual Filter if you're running some other DAW. Here we go. All right, so first I'll play a section of the verse that has the original vocal chain on it with the Dual Filter.
Show is over, lights are out. Mr. Driver, take me home. Phone is ringing, you might be calling. Is your pounding, cause mine is flying. Do you feel me, do you feel me? If you knew what's good for you. Okay. Now let me play the same plugin chain, but with Vitamin. Show is over, lights are out. Mr. Driver, take me home. Phone is ringing, you might be calling. Is your pounding, cause mine is flying. Do you feel me, do you feel me? If you knew what. All right, so that's almost spot on. In fact, Vitamin might be even doing a better job than the Dual Filter. Let me show you what I did to get there. All right, so this is my original vocal chain, the one that I showed in the video before. Running 1176, a Dual Filter, audio track by Waves, which is just a channel strip, TransX by Waves, MV2, Waves, another compressor, de-esser, Waves, Q6, just to do a little roll off on the end. So I used that exact same chain for the new chain. The only difference is I've inserted Vitamin in place of the Dual Filter. So here it is. Everything's the same except Vitamin is sitting there in the second slot. So let me turn everything else off. And I just want to do a side-by-side comparison so you can see the sound that I'm getting out of the two and understand a little bit of the process. Waves Vitamin is a multi-band harmonic enhancer and tone shaping plugin that can make any track sound powerful and full of spark. It delivers a warm, vital result that is comparable to what you would get from a parallel chain of EQ, compression, and saturation processors. So right there, EQ, compression, saturation, those are the things that I'm looking for to duplicate what's happening with the Dual Filter. It filters into a certain frequency where I really like these sort of mid-range tones that are very radio friendly to me. And it gives the sound a little saturation and compression. So let me play you the Dual Filter. This is with all of the other plugins out, just the vocal dry through the Dual Filter. Show is over, lights are out. Here's the Vitamin. Show is over, lights are out. All right, so they're very, very close. And again, it's not just about hitting that frequency spot. It really is about getting that saturation, which I have over here on the right is a fader that delivers the full, dry, direct signal. I've got that completely out here. Over here you have low, low mid, mid, and high mid, all the way to high. So these are different frequency bands. The harder I push these faders, the more it feels like it's compressing the sound, giving it a little bit more of that grit. So I'm running them pretty hot. So to approximate the sound I was getting off the Dual Filter, I found that it was really these two frequencies, the mid and the high mid, that I needed to target. All I did was fine tune these to get as close to as I could to the Dual Filter. So let me run through all of the plugins on this chain.
so you can see what I'm doing to get the sound. Here it is once again.
Show is over, lights around.
Okay. So first thing in the chain is the 1176 by UAD. Next I'm running the Vitamin. You saw the settings on that before. Next I'm running the audio track, channel plug-in. So this is where I'm starting to make some EQ corrections against what's happening with the Vitamin. I'm also running a little bit of compression, a little bit of gate here. After that I run a Trans-X. Now if you look what's happening to it,
Show is over, lights
down here in the lows, low mids, I'm just
Mr. Driver, take me.
using it to just kind of get back some of that low end. Next I'm running the MV2, just using that to get my volume very consistent with the vocal, and running a de-esser there, just the classic Waves de-esser. The last thing I'm doing here, just running a high pass, taking out some of that low end that you really can't even perceive. So that's the chain. Again, 1176 to the Vitamin, audio track, Trans-X, MV2, de-esser, and Q6. Now for some backup tracks, I don't run any further EQ here, but I do find that with my lead vocals, I just find certain places I like to scoop or push a little harder. Right here, I'm running a low shelf at about 237 hertz, just ramping a little of the warmth again that I was losing from the Vitamin. Right here at about 596, I'm just pulling out some mids that were getting a little ugly here, and again, to taste based on the vocalist. And here I'm doing, again, a little high shelf, right around 33K. So there you have it.
Show is over, lights around. Mr. Driver, take me home.
All right, so there you go. If you've been watching my other video and you liked the sound, but you were frustrated because you didn't have access to that dual filter plugin, this is a solution. All right, there you go, you guys. I hope that was worthwhile to you. If it was, please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until next time.